Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable. I know nothing about it other than what the trailer tells me, which is really kind of nothing. I'm interested to see where this goes. So without further ado, let's dive in. Here we go. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never. The end is never what? The suspense is killing me.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
now we'll get an
number
idea.
427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Whoa, what the heck was that?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Gosh.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Yes.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'm playing. Okay, so welcome to the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is like the movie Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell. It's like my life is being narrated right now. Where is the conference room? Hello? Anyone here? It's starting to get a little spooky, guys.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I, though? I'm gonna go to the one on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That is precisely what I was going to do. This is fun.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Just gonna drink it in. Drink.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
That's hilarious.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Should I move forward? What if I went this way?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion, will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
What? Who is she and who are you?
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay. Oh gosh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Whoa.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
That was mean.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? P.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
How demeaning.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind,
I'll humor you, computer.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
Press H to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Press K to spend time with the... I'm being punished for not taking that door to the left.
So he went
what this
further.
is.
He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press E to prepare dinner. Okay.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
I think I'm actually starting to kind of go insane.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Being Stanley sucks.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons.
My office is reforming in front of me.
Nothing has changed.
Let me out. I want to get out of here.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
What do I do?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
All right, we're just going to go the subservient route, see what happens.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
Okay,
I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again.
No.
And Stanley pushed a button.
I don't want to die.
And
Did I just die? I did!
You don't want it to end already, do you? Why don't we begin again?